The school auditorium smelled like floor polish and nervous energy. Folding chairs scraped the ground as parents settled in for the annual talent showcase. On the stage, a banner read, "Every voice matters." Most people didn't really read it. Ravi stood near the back wall, hands clasped, janitor's uniform still creased from a long day. He hadn't gone home to change. He didn't want to miss this, not tonight. His son, Arav, was performing. Arav stood behind the curtain, rocking slightly on his heels. The noise overwhelmed him sometimes. The lights were too bright. The murmuring crowd sounded like rain hitting metal. He pressed his fingers together, the way his therapist had taught him. "You're okay," Ravi whispered, kneeling. "Just play the notes like you do at home." Arav nodded. He didn't speak much, but music came easily. The keyboard was safe, predictable. From the third row, Mira laughed with her friends. Perfect hair, perfect grades, perfect confidence. She glanced at the stage list. "Who's Arav Sharma?" she scoffed. "Sounds like the janitor's kid." Her friend smirked. Probably another sympathy act. Ravi heard nothing. He was too busy praying silently. The announcer tapped the mic. "Next performance, Arav Sharma, piano." Arav walked out slowly. A few whispers rippled through the crowd when they noticed the way he moved, the way he avoided eye contact. Mira rolled her eyes. "This'll be painful." Arav sat. His fingers hovered. For a moment he froze. Someone in the back laughed. Then he began. The first notes were soft, uncertain. Then the melody grew. Clear, layered, emotional. The chatter faded. Parents leaned forward. Even the teachers exchanged looks. The music told a story without words. Loneliness, hope, something breaking, then healing. Ravi's eyes filled with tears. This was the piece Arav played on the nights he couldn't sleep. When the last note hung in the air, silence followed. Then applause. Real applause. Arav stood awkwardly and bowed the way he'd practiced. As he turned to leave, his foot caught the edge of the rug. He stumbled, fell hard. The room gasped. Before Ravi could move, Mira laughed. Loud. Wow. Guess talent doesn't fix clumsiness. A few people chuckled nervously. Arav didn't cry. He just stayed on the floor, hands pressed to his ears. Ravi rushed forward, helping his son up. He didn't look at Mira. He didn't say a word. He just walked Arav backstage and held him while the next act was announced. The program continued, but something had shifted. That evening, parents gathered in the school hall for refreshments. Mira stood near the snack table, retelling the fall like a joke. "You should have seen his face," she said, laughing. "So embarrassing." A teacher nearby stiffened. At the podium, the principal tapped the microphone again. "Before we conclude, we have a special announcement." The chatter died down. Tonight's event was funded by a private donor who wished to remain unnamed, until now. She gestured toward the side of the stage. "Mr. Ravi Sharma." Mira frowned. "The janitor." Ravi stepped forward, hesitant. He adjusted his worn collar. "For 15 years, the principal continued, Mr. Sharma has worked quietly at this school. What many of you don't know is that he is also the founder of the Harmony Trust, an organization that funds music therapy programs for children with disabilities, including this very piano." A murmur swept the room. Ravi swallowed. "I didn't come here for recognition," he said softly. "I came because this school gave my son a place to learn. That mattered." The principal nodded. "And because of his donations, this school will now expand its inclusive arts program next year." Applause erupted. Mira's face burned. Ravi looked out at the crowd. His eyes found Mira, not angry, just tired. "Some children speak with words," he said. "Some speak with music. All deserve respect." The silence that followed was heavier than applause. Mira didn't clap. Later, in the parking lot, Arav sat on the hood of Ravi's car, playing a small keyboard. The night was quieter. Mira approached, alone. I'm sorry, she said, staring at the ground. I was mean. Arav didn't look up. He kept playing. Ravi nodded once. Thank you for saying that. Mira hesitated. He's really good. Ravi smiled faintly. He knows. They drove away as the melody drifted into the night, steady, unbroken. Some lessons came softly. Others arrived like music you couldn't ignore.